comes down to it, why is it that some sales managers are just hated? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California. A perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you and management. And here's the deal. Real deal, video number 1 and video number 2 were things that really didn't have anything to do with the sales manager per se. The first video was that they have roles and responsibilities, and video number 2 was accountability. Now, video number 3, this is where we start getting a little bit controversial, because there are some sales managers out there that are just flat out backstabbers. And they will do everything possible that is icky and not so nice to do what they need to do. They're just not good people. So this is the reason why I put this as video number 2, because this is not every sales manager. This is just a few rotten apples that ruin it for everybody else. And they're just, hands down, they're evil people. And they will tell salespeople one thing to get their way, and then at the end of the day, somehow, magically, mysteriously, through no fault of their own, things change. And it's very manipulative. Like, to have a sales manager that's manipulative is probably like one of the worst things to have in sales, that is an evil person with a black heart. Because, as a salesperson, you got to worry, like, is my job in jeopardy? Are they going to do something against me? Are they going to throw me under the bus as a salesperson? And, sometimes what they do is they make it seem like whatever they're doing is your fault, right? They may have one person that they focus in on, and they try to drop all the blame on them. Now, once again, this is not all sales managers. It's just some. It's some, but it's bad enough when it is, because, first off, you got to worry about your numbers. You got to worry about all the things going on in your life with your income. You got your family, your kids, if that's what you got. You get your bills, and then put it all on top of it, like a big old thing of gravy. Bad sales manager with a black heart that's super manipulative and is a backstabber. That's like the coup de grace. That's like, ugh. Just talking about it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to take a nap. Right? So have you had this? Make a note. Like, yeah, I've had one of these managers with a black heart, that is super manipulative and causes all sorts of problems. And it's an issue. See, here's the thing, is it tears down a sales team. It causes a lot of problems. And, it creates a bunch of distrust. And then so instead of the salespeople worrying about, like, what do I got to do to go close deals? And what I got to do to worry about my product? They start looking around. They're like, oh my goodness, is the world after me? And, I don't know, I want to say 8-9 years ago, I dealt with a manager like this, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. Right? It was one of the worst times of my life, and then compile that, throw all that stuff on top. I had to deal with this manager that was just not a good person. Okay? So, I'm going to leave names out. I'm going to leave names out. You don't need to worry about who it was, who this person was. It's got nothing to do with you. So, for you, you got some options. You deal with a manager like that, well, if you're a closer, you're the prize. If you're a closer, you're the prize. If you're a closer, you're the prize. You should be like chanting around your house. If I'm a closer, I'm the prize, right? Or I am a closer, I'm the prize. That means that you can leave. You could go find another job. Now, as of right now, the trend is that it's a market. It's an employee's market. Like, there's not a lot of good employees out there. Like, every company's like, I'll give you $21 an hour. And you go the next time, they're like, I'll give you $22 an hour. And that's just for standard labor. Like, if you're a closer, they're like, hey, I'll throw on a couple extra percentage points. I'll throw on some more vacation time. I'll throw, like, for real, if you're good at what you do, like, there's a point where you look around and you're like, peace out, Girl Scout, I gotta go. So if you're dealing with a black-hearted sales manager, sometimes they're out there. Sometimes, and I'm not saying every time, because that would be ridiculous and irresponsible of me, but it is kind of controversial for me to say, hey, look, there are some bad sales managers out there, because there's people out there who don't want to say it for whatever reason. They're like, oh my goodness, if I say that, but it's the truth. Just like there's bad salespeople, there's bad sales managers. So you got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultant sent out a video, as long as you click on the bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for dropping by. Aloha.